I'm Virgilio. For the past few years, I've traveled the world seeking treasures. After so much time wandering around out there, driven by the current situation we find ourselves in, I've embarked on another one of my crazy ideas, to have a secluded place of my own in the middle of nature. I've bought this abandoned cabin over 100 years old in the middle of paradise, and I've decided to fix it up myself. No electricity, no running water, and it's extremely remote. To top it off, I have no experience with this kind of work, but I have a goal to restore it and make it the house of my dreams. Well, here's another video about metal detecting. As you can see, I'm here at the cabin. It's been a few months since I last came by. And look at this. Do you see how much the grass has grown, man? Here, for example, where the horses eat, it was better, but the whole top part has grown over, and inside too. Look, there are some big bushes on this wall, so the first thing I'm going to do is clear all of this. Check it out. I bought this brush cutter at the flea market. It's a small brush cutter, 33, I think that's the engine size. I have a bigger one, but this one is much easier to carry in the lupo. I had to repair it, but I got it very cheap. Let's add gas since it's empty and see how it handles clearing this grass. I tested it briefly at home, but this is the brush cutter's official debut. There's a lot to clear here. But, well, first let's make the gas mixture. These brush cutters run on a mix. I have to add gas and an oil. It's this one. I'm going to make a 1:50 mix. Alright, so I'm going to get this gas ready and then we'll start cleaning up this whole area. I'm using this half-liter container, which is made for mixing. I think it will be enough. See, here's where I fill up with gasoline, and this is where I add oil. We shake this a bit so it mixes well, and it's ready for the brush cutter. It's so light that I almost don't even need this tool, but oh well. I've used the brush cutter for a while, but it's caused several problems. The line I brought was too thin for this grass, so I had to keep changing it constantly. But anyway, this is how I've left the front part, which is where I'm going to be working now. Because what I want to do is I want to move the door up from where it is. Now, well, when I come in, I already hit my head here, up to the new lintel, the one we put in. So I'm going to have to take down all these stones and rebuild the structure of the door. Well, this structure, I'm going to have to fix it. Because if you notice, these stones are crooked. It must be from pulling the chain on that stone here when it's very windy, because the chain, the one that locks the door, is pulling on this stone. And well, the first thing I'm going to do is take it apart. Let's see how it goes. I think I'll start from inside here, which will be easier. I have the concrete exposed here. I'm going to start removing these stones. And well, let's see. I'm not sure how they're going to come out. I guess I have to take it apart up to here, right? I'll keep removing stones so I can later take out the outside lintel. We'll see how it goes. Oh, they're wedged in. Well, the first one must be the hardest to take out, I guess. Now we'll wait and see. Maybe I spoke too soon. I'm going to have to take out more. Let's see. This has to come out too. Look. Look, a key stuck right here above this beam. Maybe it was the house key. It looks really old. Do you think there could be more things stuck here? Alright, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to leave it there on the table. You can see what I've got so far. The idea now is to push the stones outward. And I'll probably have to take out a few more stones, but for now I'm removing as few as possible. Because later all of this has to be rebuilt, so, well, that's it. Let's see if I can push these stones outward. From here. You can now see the lower part of the ring beam. There's still a lot of stone to remove. I want to take it out that way to avoid making a mess and to prevent the stones from hitting the concrete. I've had to move these aside carefully. But over there, since it's a field, I can throw them without any problem. So that means we have to keep making space. I'm moving all these rocks here so I can get up here to the front and finish taking all this apart. As always, there are more rocks than I expected. This is too much, man. And dirt, dude. I don't get how there's so much dirt in the walls, man. Alright. Damn, I've got stone everywhere already. Leave everything here. It'll help me refill the wall later. I think I can set up the scaffolding now. Alright. The scaffolding. It's ready for me to climb up. Let's see. It's really rusty. It's already hard for me to open it. I'll see if it holds the piece of wood I put in. It should, since I nailed directly into the concrete and attached it to the beam. Even if I remove these stones, the wood should hold. I hope so. Let's see. I put on my mask because with the wind, man, I'm breathing in dust here. Let's see if I can remove this piece of wood now. All the pieces of wood that make up the lintel are joined by these. Look. Well, they come out easily. They come out so easily, man. gonna go in here. Look at how they're connected. They used wooden pegs instead of nails. This must be really old. That's crazy. Well, I've put it aside for now. That one's coming out already. It'd be great if I could get this one out too. Let's see. Oh, maybe this rock too. This rock is going to tip over. Yeah, this beam must be what's holding this rock. I'm going to check inside first. Let's see if I can get it out from the inside. Alright, well, one lintel out. I've taken apart more than expected, and there's still more left. This chain holds the door and works like a hinge. I'm removing the door to add a support. I'll explain now so you can see. See what's happened? My bond beam is nearly hanging. I want to add support here until I fill the area with stones to hold everything up again. Is this becoming more complicated than I expected? My eyes are full of dirt, man. My mouth is full of dirt too. I'm also going to see if I can finish removing these lintels and then figure out how to close this up. More or less, that's going to be another hassle. I've secured this. I'll try to remove the other lintel now. Let's see if I can. Of course, the frame was nailed in. So yesterday I left this like this. I didn't remove this last lintel because I didn't know if I was going to be back in the next few days, but in the end I was able to come the next day. Look, I secured the door here to the props so I could close it, mainly so the cows and horses don't get in. And man, do I have this place a mess or what? It's just incredible how much dirt has come out of the wall this one. Well, now I'm going to try to remove this lintel. I'm not sure how I'll manage since this looks heavy, but I'll start with that before rebuilding the wall. Alright, let's get to work. I came pretty early, so let's see how much I can get done. My issue is that this is supporting these stones, and when I remove it, they'll probably fall. I'll try lifting the beam a bit with supports. And let's see if I can remove one side first and then the other, and not make too much of a mess here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've almost got it out. There's something that's holding it, I think. Let me see. Watch the stone move. Let's see how I do this. Okay? I just didn't want to remove that stone. I didn't want to remove the stone supporting the beam on that side, since I then need to take apart much of the wall. Honestly, I trust this just a little bit. Ugh. Doing this alone, man. Ugh. This is actually heavier than it looks. Well, the support is screwed. Let's see. How do I do this? I'm going to put it... I'd better put the board here instead. But I don't have anything to support it. Oh my God! It was hard, damn. But at least I didn't take down this part of the wall, which was the goal. Well, now I need to figure out how to take this part apart, since this is the part that's bad. Do you see? I think I already told you. With the chain hooked here, the wind has shifted these stones and pushed them over to this side. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to take this apart, fix it, and then start rebuilding upwards. Well, first let's see what I do with this beam, man. It's in the way here. You wouldn't believe how heavy this is? Damn. Okay, the problem here is this. I think it has shifted here. And this one, which is the stone that's supposed to hold this slab so it doesn't fall this way, look how far out it is here. It should be set farther in on this side like it is here. See? Alright, so I'm going to have to take apart the whole column. Ugh, let's see if it's not too complicated. This stone is the only tricky part. This one here, which is the one that goes all the way into the wall. Alright, maybe I don't need to take this out. I hope not, because if I do, I'll have to tear everything down. I'll start removing stones and see. God, this is so heavy. Alright, I've been thinking for a while about how to do this without having to take out this stone. Because like I said, if I have to take out this stone, it's going to get really complicated, man. I'm going to have to take apart a lot of the wall. I'm going to put a support here to try to hold this up and lift it a bit so I can put another support here as well. I think that, actually, I don't know. Let's see, if I put a support here and lift this one, I might be able to move this one inward as well. Because all of this, if you notice, it doesn't matter to me because it's just surface stone. I'm mainly worried about this one, and everything above. So I'm going to lift this one, and with that, maybe I'll have enough room to remove this one here and push this one inward. Maybe I can already push this one inward. I'll see how it goes. I just have to keep trying things and see how it goes, man. I have no idea. That's it. I'm gonna grab a prop. I'm gonna put it here and see if it lifts the stone a bit. That's another thing. A bit with the mallet. Okay, I managed to lift it a bit there, just a bit. Alright, so now this should be more or less free. Yes. Alright, so I've put another support here to lift this stone and be able to push this one inside. But first, you see, I've moved this one as close as I could, but here it's still a bit apart. So I'm going to try to break this stone a little bit on this corner to bring it a few centimeters closer so it fits tighter here and goes further in on this side too, into this stone that's going to hold it. Alright? So far things are going well. I didn't expect this to work and thought it would fall apart. But the entire top part I have is perfect. Just like this. But well, I'm sure it can be fixed. I hope so. Alright, I'm going to take a little piece off this stone and see if I can move this closer over here. So this is how I left it, see? It's much straighter now. I also organized the stones up here and already removed the supports. I put all the support here because I don't trust this. It's really hanging in the air. The first thing I want to do is rebuild this whole part so that at least this concrete beam has something to rest on. I already have the cement mixer ready to make the first batch of cement, but before anything else I want to get a stone to put up here so I can start rebuilding this. I need a stone like this one. It needs to have this L shape so it fits well into the wall. To put it there and hold this stone in place. And well, to make sure that this whole structure that's going to cover the door frame is held firmly against the wall, I'm going to start looking through all the stones I have around here. Let's see if I find one that fits. I imagine I'll need to shape it into an L later since I won't find one like it. I brought the angle grinder, but I hope not to use it. I'll try by hammering it first. But like I said, I need to give it this shape so that when I put the frame here, it stays hidden behind it. So yeah, that's it. Let's take a look and see if I have a stone that works for me. And well, let's get started with that. Alright, after searching a bit, I found this one that I think might work for me. And it would go like this. Because if you notice, that stone slopes down in this direction. I think this one might work for me. Let's see. It's already nearly the shape I need. I would just have to remove this piece. I think it could work, but like I said, I have to remove all of this. I'm going to mark it. Let's look at it from below and see. I think it looks good, right? Then I would just have one more flat stone up there and that'd be it. Yes. I'll bring it down and try cutting it without breaking it. Please don't break. Good, 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 good. We're doing well. This is how it turned out. I gave it a few hits so the grinder cuts wouldn't be so visible. It's inevitable that some of it will still show. Let's put it there and see how it looks. This stone will hold it in place for now. Damn, perfect, man. Alright, we're doing well. And here I have a more or less flat surface to put the last slab, which would fit into this wood. Good. Now I think I'm going to mix the cement so I can start sticking all this together and make it really strong. I'm going to get some sand and start mixing. I've got the first batch of cement here. I'm going to start by filling this gap and sticking it to the stone I just made. Then I'll move on to this side. I have to take out this wood. And then I'll keep filling in over here. Since the last stone I'm going to put in is a slab and it's almost flat, I'll be able to fill all of this with stone. The first thing I need to do is find a stone that fits there. And then I want to put one that goes from here to here so it also holds onto this one. Bit by bit, the fog just rolled in, look. I'm caught in a cloud and the rain's piling up. I'll see if I can help myself and find time for this. On this side, I've more or less set the stone. I need to finish this whole part. Today, Marina came to give me a hand. She's over there and hasn't even had breakfast yet. I'm not sure you'll see her in this fog, but with both of us today, I hope we can make more progress. Maybe finish one part of the door and start the other. Let's see how it goes. Well, this should go here. How much will be left over, more or less? Of course. This is a bit random, honestly. Let's cut this stone we've been measuring, which is the one that's going to go there, the last one, the one that's going to fit into the beam. Yeah, the problem with this stone is that it's completely cracked, so it's easy for us to mess up and end up breaking it completely. But it's the best one I've seen out of all the ones we have right now. We already have this stone prepared. We've made 2 cuts at the end. We've also marked where the groove will go in the beam, so the stone fits and doesn't fall out, just like it was before, you see? This is the old beam I removed recently, showing grooves for the 2 stones. I'll try making the hole with my new chainsaw. Look! It's a battery-powered chainsaw, which is small, and I think it will work for fitting it in there and making that hole. Let's try it. Meanwhile, Marin is already preparing the first batch of cement to start attaching the stones. Let's see how this goes. A ver. Does it fit or not? I'm missing just a little bit. Let's see. Here. Yes, it's missing a bit there. Let's see. Yes, it's still missing a bit there. Okay. Damn. I'm gonna cut it a bit more. Check it now. Now it should fit, I hope. Look, we could cut that corner a bit so it comes over here a little. Yeah, do you see it? Of course, now we have to check if it's straight or not. Let me see it from outside for a moment. No, here, if you don't mark it, that's it. Let's see. Good here. This is level. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just a little more this way. Now everything fits. It stayed there. It's perfect like that. All right, let's go ahead and put the cement on now. Don't put too much because then it might not fit. Since it's so tight, man. We made it really tight and now, I don't know. Let's see. How is it? Better, man. I want it to hold by itself, right? There. Yeah, it's done. But no, as soon as this fog clears, it's going to get so hot here, it's insane. Let's try this stone now, which is also going to hold it. It's going to prevent this slab from moving, right? Is that what it says? Yeah, it holds itself now, doesn't it? Right. Oop. Yes, okay, just add some cement there and we're almost done. Just need to fill this gap and the wall is finished. Put the stone in the back so it holds better. Yeah, just add some cement and that's it. And I'll go there. I might look for stones that fit in that part. Let's see. This will be long, but that's what I'm saying. If it reaches the other side, even better. That's enough. Does it fit? No, not in that gap, right? Maybe it fits on top, or what do you think? If I start from here.
Un poco. Y ni siquiera tengo que partir. Hay que darle un toque en la esquinita y entra.
Another day here with a crazy fog. This is how we left it yesterday. I think it turned out well, don't you? Check out the door. It's honestly a bit much. I don't know the exact height, maybe 8 feet. I used to hit my head on it, but now I can't even reach it with my arm stretched. But anyway, since we'll probably end up raising the floor even more, I think this will work. And like I said, I really like how it turned out. Now let's try to improvise a door to keep this closed. Is Marin looking for a beam back there? I'll go help him. The idea is to put a wooden beam here, another one here, and make a door with those planks I have over there, covered with that green tarp. Let's see what we can come up with. We've already got... I know where they're going. I have one. Yes. I'm going to the tape measure to see. Yes, this is more than enough. Yes. How does this cut? For how small it is, man, it cuts. It cuts really damn well. Let me know. Shit! We already have the first part of the frame set up here. We've bought this kind of metal LS, and the idea now is to fix it there to the stone. Attach 2 of these from below and above to the concrete to keep it secure. Marin, let's check the concrete drill bits I have. The other day, well, I got some new drill bits. Let's see if they work, man. We could only make one hole because there's stone up here and it's impossible to drill through. Later we'll figure out how to make this more secure. I think if we anchor it well there, it'll work. We're just figuring it out as we go. This is the first door I've ever made. Maybe screw it in up there and add a board at the bottom or something. We've more or less finished making the frame, and this area here, we're going to fill it all with gravel that Marin brought so that everything is at the same level and it's sturdier. I think the gravel idea is a good one, man, because it's going to get into all the gaps in the frame and hold it much better. Maybe it needs just a little bit more.
Well, it's looking good, man. It's fine. The top part, touch the top part, bring it over here a bit. Up, Opa. There we go. It looks good there.
Let's see. Close it. Open it. Look, take it off. Go on. Perfect, man. Damn. Let's see. Close it. Okay. It sounds like a castle door. All right. No, but I like it. Let's finish the missing part. We have another board like this over there. Let's see how we can close this off. 29. 29 from the bottom? Yes, 34. Ha ha ha. Here it's 31 and a half, and at the top it's 32 and a half. Yes, we have to shape this because you can see how we've used this column, man. 31 up, 32 down. Thanks. And 2 and a half, right? No, 37. I'll put 30 and a half. This is the idea. We have to join the two parts of the door. The frame will go like this. This is cherry wood. Super hard, man. Let's check if the door isn't too heavy so we can install it with just the 2 working hinges I brought. The others weren't useful. If needed, I'll come back another day to add more hinges, since this door is going to be really heavy. Now maybe we should stop. Are you cutting that? I'll go get more boards. We were thinking of putting another plank here on top to make this even stronger and keep it from moving. I'm going to bring another one of those cherry wood boards to put from here to there. That way we can also cover the gap that's left above the door. It's really tough, I told you. Debajo encaja tu vale. Ahora. We need to trim a bit down there. We'll use the chainsaw a little and that's it. I mean, look, you can see the mark there. The ash on this beam, man. The good thing is it's already marked where it goes. There's a gap here so you can reach in and see from inside. It's automatic. Well, we're tidying this up a bit. The cabin is a mess, but like I said, we're not going to clean up anymore because just look at the sky. It's rained on us before and storms are forecast. See how the door turned out? This is the inside. It's pretty cool, I think. Do you see what I mean? It fits pretty well. I can put my hand in the gap to open it. The sound is awesome. I don't know. And that's how it stays shut from the outside. I like it. I'm happy, honestly. It took us a lot of work to do this, especially the last 2 days have been brutal. It was really hot and damn, yesterday we were here for 12 hours straight, laying stones and mixing cement. Let's see what the next step is here. I need to decide what to do next, but I'll end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. See you next Friday. Just being under the roof, you can find peace without even noticing. It's already recording me, but yes.